Brawlers, baby.
I'm a brawler on a mission, defeated, undisputed. I just right hook, don't miss you. Where's my competition? I'm a brawler on a mission, I'm defeated, undisputed. I just right hook, don't miss you. Where's my competition? I'm a brawler on a mission, undefeated, undisputed. I just right hook, don't miss you. I'm the greatest, like Ali, pet power in my punch. Line 'em up, knock 'em down, boy. It's really what you want, I punch you dead in your front.
I think I should be a ring announcer in my next life, but Mark Chinook's too good, so I ain't taking his job. We got some questions from the press up here. We will start with the man who named Teofimo a two-time prospect of the year, Kevin Ioli. Kevin, please go ahead.
Congratulations, champ.
Thank you.
Were you happier the fact that you were able to outbox the facility where everybody talked about what a great boxer he was, as opposed to landing something big in the first or second round and knocking him out? Do you feel you proved more of a point by going 12 rounds and outboxing him most of the way?
Well, first off, I want to say thank you guys for coming out here, and for everyone tuning in right now. I'm thankful. What I noticed from Loma, I was trying to press. I was trying to make the fight, and I noticed in the beginning of the rounds, he was just trying to warm up and try to adapt. And what I noticed afterwards, I picked up, was that he was just trying to wait to the later rounds to come and press at me. So my father, who is my coach, and he does a tremendous amount of work on me, and Joey Gamboa alongside, he was like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm staying composed because I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to take me to deep waters. So I had to keep that extra win for the later rounds.
Now that the takeover is complete, what is phase 2? Because the takeover is done. You have taken over. What is the next step in this?
We're going to Disney World. Honestly, man, I'm just very, we see where everything takes us from this point on, you know what I mean? I earned my damn respect. That's what I think that I did, at 23 years young. I think now people could definitely, who is this? This is Teofimo, the takeover.
Timo, congratulations on the big win.
Yep.
There were a lot of clashes of heads, and it looked like at times, he was leading with his head. You had a big cut over your left eye from it.
I know.
What were you feeling in there? Did you feel like he was doing it on purpose, or?
A lot of it is that we were talking to Russell, right? The referee, and we told him that just to watch over for the headbutts that Loma likes to tend to. When he goes inside, he'll lift his forehead. He'll lift his big-ass forehead. But shit happens. This is part of the sport. You're going to get into war sometimes. So my father told me in the last round to box him, and I knew that wasn't a smart idea because I knew he was going to come. And the moment I stood my ground and I started pressing him back, he gave up. That was really what it is. He literally gave up, and I saw it in his eyes. But then the cut happened. Thankfully, it happened in the last round, 20 seconds or 30 seconds left in it. That way we were just able to finish off.
And also, you made it look so easy over the first half of that fight. Obviously, the second half, fighting over the second half. Does it mean more that you won the title in such an action-packed fight?
I don't even know what I did, honestly, man. I just wanted to stay composed throughout the whole course of it. Just keep him from not throwing so many punches. I knew that was his thing, and we had to make sure that, we close that gap, or we find a way to at least keep throwing that stick, keep him away. And every time he was throwing his shots, I would allow him, because what I was trying to do and what I did successfully in a few times was counter him and hurt him a few times. And I think he noticed that he stepped back, calmed down a little bit. He wanted to try again, but I was ready for it.
Congratulations, Teofimo. There was a lot said between you guys toward the build-up and over the last couple of years about each other. Did he say anything respectfully toward you, or anything at all toward you after the fight?
No, not at all. I went up to him. I said to his father, Papa Chenko, I was like, Mom, I'm sorry. Overall, I'm sorry, but we got the job done. You know what I mean? And I knew I won. I knew I won the fight. And he just smiled and laughed. But that's on his side, And I I fought people what they say was the pound for pound, and I outboxed them. I won every round, or at least most of the rounds, you know. To win it by unanimous decision, I'm thankful, man. 23 years old, man. You know, but that's a true champion right there. Loma was a hell of a fighter. He knows what he's doing, but his time is over. I told you guys. I mean, I'm smart when I'm in there. You know, I'm gonna take bumps and bruises. I mean, that's part of it. Hey, shit happens. Like I said, this is the boxing world.
Come with the sport.
And I know what comes with it.
Yep.
So I dig down deep in those last rounds for a reason.
Absolutely.
I'm assuming I know the answer to this question, but just to be clear, if he wanted a rematch, would you entertain that at all?
For what? For what? I beat him, and I did everything that I had to beat him. If anything will happen again, same thing. There was no rematch clause for a reason. They had it.
Bring on
Now I
Devin
can talk
Haney.
my shit. They had it pretty much where they didn't give me a rematch clause for a reason, and they gave me a contract on the side to pretty much say, like, if you lose, this is what you're gonna get for your next fights. Pretty much predicting that I'm gonna lose. So it's fine. Now, you know, they just gotta eat it up, suck it up, and now it's time for us to take over and move forward. That's it. I told y'all, man. Out with the old, in with the new.
So one last question for you. Your dad said a few minutes ago that he would like to see you move up to 140 because it's not easy for you to make 135. What is your opinion?
Honestly, you know, throughout this pandemic, you know, the layoff and everything, of course, you know, it's different. You know, I'm a big 135 pounder. You know what I mean? Perfecting athletes who are my nutritionists, they definitely do their work and their math on me. You know, and it's not even just dropping weight drastically. It's about making sure that my brain is fine and perfectly in good condition to make that weight. So I know I can make 135 again. That won't be an issue. You know what I mean? As long as I stay consistent with everything. That's why, you know, I'm building a house now with my wife, and I'm very thankful for that. We've been doing it throughout the process of this fight, just so I can have that in my gym. I can have a gym in my house and stay consistent with my work. Who knows what the future holds? You know, I would love to definitely unify at 140 and take all the belts and become undisputed champion back to back. Hell yeah.
And one more for Mike.
You know, you mentioned 140. Josh Taylor and Jose Ramirez are supposed to fight for all 4 belts at 140 early next year. Could that maybe be a fight for you? You fight the winner and you go for undisputed back to back?
Absolutely. I think everybody was shook with Loma, and people have too much respect for him. And I think they see that I just bite down, and I put the fight, you know, and I press on it. I don't duck or dodge any of these guys, and I think that they don't got the will to win like I do. So hell yeah, 140. If anything, it's dangerous for them, man, because that's when I'm really fully hydrated. I feel much better, and I'm faster and I'm stronger than them.
You know, it was certainly a great performance. Loma is a great fighter.
Yeah.
How much better are you going to be now than you were before, having gone 12 rounds with a guy like Loma?
Man, I learned from this. You know what I mean? I'm definitely gonna go back to the drawing boards and get only better. You know what I mean? And that's the whole key about it. Fighting these guys, man, they only make me better. And I'm thankful to have the likes of Lomachenko and everything to be in the ring with them and actually pick up and learn what they got and just take it in and just work on being better for the next fight.
You know, I know you had the utmost confidence in your ability, but was there anything you learned about yourself during this performance?
No, not at all. Honestly, I let him press here and there. I wanted him to get tired. And I took some blows or whatever. I took some shots. They're not going to be effective as much. You know what I mean? And the thing was, because I'm going to get one of those shots in or 2 of those shots in, and it's going to hurt him. It's going to slowly get him. And that's what it was. The thing is, guys, I can take a shot. And the thing is that I don't care. If I get hit, I'm going to give you one back, if not more. So that's just my fighter in me, you know?
Thank you, Mike. We go to a Zoom question, Cameron Wolf, ESPN.com.
Hey, what's up, Tio? How you doing, man? I heard you talk. Nah, go ahead, take your water. I heard you talk a little bit about, you know, obviously you being 23 and sort of getting this title at this point. A lot of the times boxing gets criticism because, you know, people wait so long for the mega fights to happen. Do you anticipate being a champion that fights those mega fights, you know, when they need to happen rather than wait?
Absolutely. I mean, that's how it should be. That's why this new generation, I mean, you have the likes of Shakur Stevenson, you have the likes of Jerome Boots Ennis, you have the likes of so many other guys out there, young fighters. I have a list that I could give off of, and that I grew up with in the amateurs. And the fact is that this is the new generation. We're bringing back what the old school was: fight the best, and you push on it. I'm not here to pick and choose who I want to fight because I want to defend my title and keep that old. No, nah. And now, who knows where my figures are gonna go up, if they're gonna go up after this. I mean, that's the thing. Everyone wants to be like Mayweather. In order to be like Mayweather, you gotta be like Pretty Boy first. You gotta fight those guys that they don't think that you'll win. You gotta fight the likes of those guys that are undefeated and is a good fight in order to make those type of millions that people want to make. Why are you buying so many chains and all this?
Brawlers, baby. Brawlers, baby.